Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sib and Ong podcast, season 3, episode 5. I am Unk.
And I'm Sib, a very confuzzled Arsenal fan, to be
Well,
honest.
well, well, yeah, I can see how that is. But anyways, got a lot to talk about today, bro.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot going on right now. First of all, I don't know the kind of monsoon that happened in Manchester. We'll talk about that.
Oh yeah. That
Uh,
was something
and
else.
then we'll talk about Chelsea and their tactics. I'm not quite sure we know what's going on there.
Something else. Some kind of
And then something that's disturbing that we noticed over the last week is Arteta's tactic. We'll
ah
we'll
yes.
touch on that and see what's going on there, and then we'll talk about Haram ball.
Ah yes.
Boy, I think for the first time since I've ever been watching Pep, and I've been watching Pep since it was in Bayern. I want to say
Oh
Bayern. So that's been some time. I don't know if I've
yeah.
ever seen him play. Was it seven in the back?
Yeah. Something like some probably more.
That was
It's
outrageous.
crazy. It
Anyway,
was
we'll
I've never
talk
seen it
about
before.
that. And then Dembele won the Ballon d'Or, and then I'm gonna
Ah
say
yes.
I have a couple questions I wanted to ask about that in relation to how Real Madrid is handling this Ballon d'Or situation,
Something else.
and then we'll talk about the
Something else.
Champions League rundown. So we got a lot
Oh
packed in
yeah.
today. You ready to go, my man?
Oh yeah. I'm right, Sam.
All right, bro. Let's go. All right, my man. So the
Ah.
first thing we're gonna talk about it's one of the, let's just call it, interesting games for other reasons than football was the United
Mm.
game. In which seems like there was a, I don't even know what to call it, a monsoon.
A monsoon. Monsoon. It was
Um,
something else.
so talk to me about it. What's your take on that?
Man, that game. I was. In fact, the first thing I was worried about was, I think, it was the rain was crazy. It was like it was bad. It reminded me of some games. Like I went through a high school season recently, and man, some of them games when it was raining, it gets really bad, and your shirt's baggy and it's cold. Oh man, one of the worst feelings. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's bad. It's bad.
Oh,
But
you're telling me? Yeah,
yeah,
you're telling me.
yeah, I
Let me
know.
just
No,
let
but
me just
like
let me just
no,
let me
but
just let
during
me
the
just
during
hold
our
on,
no,
hold
but
on,
during
hold
our
on,
games.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me just tell you something.
Okay,
Let
okay,
me just tell
okay,
you something.
okay.
I know you can't imagine it, you know. I know you're thinking I might be a little old,
Oh,
but
okay.
just to let you know, I played a little something something when I was in high school in Providence. Shout out
Oh,
to
okay.
Central High. I was
Mm.
balling. Okay, so I know a thing too about playing in the wet, cold. Also, playing in the snow. Carry on.
In the snow. They
Yeah.
canceled our game in the snow. I was so excited for that game. But
Nah,
wait.
because we played. So the season for when you're in Rhode Island, and I know we're digressing here. The season starts in end of August, I think, when I played.
End of August?
Yeah, end of August. That's when school starts. End of
Must be
August.
nice.
Yeah,
That's quite
and
nice.
then yeah, because it doesn't get as hot as it does in Texas.
Yeah.
And then we play through. If you make the playoffs, you're playing into end of October, November period,
Hmm. That's not bad.
and that is cold.
Yeah.
So
In Rhode Island?
yeah, so you got to play
Anywhere in the
in with
north.
gloves on. You know, yeah, it's cold. It's cold. Anyway, carry on.
Ah. But in that game, at one point, I was worried the game was going to get canceled because the way the ball was moving, it's like some parts of the field, especially in the middle of the field, they passed the ball. The ball would like find its way there eventually. It was bad, but
Eventually.
eventually it would make it there. But to be honest, it made the game more interesting because like the ball, because they had to pass the ball a little bit faster, so the ball was like zipping on the ground. It was the middle of the game was actually pretty. To be for once, Man United they produced something, but you know they got bailed too. To be honest, because I don't know. I think 10 men, I think 11 men Chelsea beats them, but we won't know that.
Yeah, I thought that game. Honestly, I don't. There's nothing that United offers that's interesting right now, except for just
Nah,
banter.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's awesome.
Unfortunately, so that rain and everything made it a little more interesting. But
Yeah,
but I wanted to give a shout out. Shout out to those fields groundsmen
Man,
because
that field held up. Whoa, it was
they
impressive.
whatever they do a great job. Because that field,
Yes.
could you imagine if that was another country? Matter of fact, can you
Even a
imagine if
lower
that was in the
division.
U.S.? They would have canceled that game
Oh,
so quickly.
oh yeah.
They would have canceled that game. I remember back when was it 2006?
A long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. We played a game at Mount Pleasant High School in
Ah,
Providence, Rhode Island. We played a game pouring. When I tell you, like literally, the ball was not moving. And
mm,
like any old grass field that doesn't have any state of the art, drainage
no,
system.
that has no nothing.
Listen, if you slide, you're gonna be in the next county. You're going. It's just keep going. So those games can be really fun,
Yes.
especially when you're winning, and then if you're losing, if you're in the losing end of a game like that, it's just
Uh,
you're soaking
you have to
wet.
walk off the field.
It's cold.
It's cold.
And then you gotta go back, change everything, and then your cleats are muddy. You take
All
your
muddy.
socks off. It's like
Wet,
socks,
glued to you.
grass. It's
Ugh,
it's nasty. Now, if you
nasty.
win, like we did back then, you could go ahead
Mm,
and go do sliding in the mud and
glad in the mud.
celebrate and
Yeah.
everything, right? But if you lose, yeah,
One of the worst feelings.
yeah, absolutely. So was the case of Chelsea. I actually thought Chelsea gave United that game with their
Yes, they did.
substitution and their
Which,
tactics. I didn't
yeah,
understand
I
it.
don't understand.
Um, I was a
That was
bit
crazy.
perplexed by it, which is a great segue. And we'll talk about it just now. Let's go right into it. So, give me your understanding of what you felt the Chelsea tactic was in that game, and what is your I don't know how do you explain that?
It's very difficult to explain. So first, obviously, Robert Sanchez. To be honest, I don't even know what went through his head to
I'm
begin with.
sorry.
That's
Hold
the
on.
first. That's the first part.
Let me not. I know I interrupted you earlier. But this one, what in God's name was he thinking?
I have no idea. To be honest, when I really look at it, the tackle itself is a red card. So really, it's a double red card because the tackle itself, it was is the studs were on his knee. So that's a red card. So a double red card there. The ball, it went out because the way when we touched it like over his head, it was going to the side. So, man, that fumbled the game to begin with. It wasn't even and it was outside the box too. It's 5 minutes into the game, and it's also Man United. Like, come on,
It's
it's
5 minutes. Like
it's
how
five
bad a day
minutes.
could you possibly have in to go in 5 minutes into the game and you do something like that?
It's crazy.
That is as outrageous as it gets. Robert
But when we got to the
Sanchez is a
tactics,
very interesting goalie. Go ahead.
oh, when we got to the tactics though, that fumbled the game because that's part one of the fumble of the game. Part two, Mr. Maresca, I don't know what he was thinking. So he brought off, I think it was Esteval. He brought him off. I can understand that. When he took off a winger, bring on the center back. No, goalkeeper. So then they took off Neto too. And I feel like this is common knowledge, but if you're down to 10, the least thing you can have is a fast player that can carry the ball forward. That's what at least I hope, you know. But no.
Not just a fast player that's very good at counterattack, that can literally lead counter
Yes,
by himself.
of course. And both of them gone. The lead four, what's his name? João Pedro. But I felt so bad for him all game. He was like on an island by himself with the rain. Like I remember, I think one counterattack, he was dribbling the ball. This is in the middle of the field where it's kind of puddling. He's dribbling the ball. The ball like almost like behind him at one point. It was bad. That handicapped Chelsea from the beginning of the game.
Yep.
So, but still, in typical Man United fashion, Chelsea found a way back into the game because Casemiro. But in my opinion, I don't think it was a red card. I don't think it was a yellow because I don't know. Yeah, it's a really weird tackle because he got the ball, but yet well, I don't know.
I mean,
It was a really
I
weird
think,
tackle.
and not just for the Chelsea United game. I think this weekend was not a good weekend for referees.
No, not at all. It
I
was
think they're calling play a game not to make mistake instead of calling what they see. So, which
yeah,
means that they're second guessing calls. I also saw the Brighton game. What other game did I see that I just felt like the referees are too afraid to make calls because of VAR.
yeah.
So, but
I
yeah,
don't
that
know.
was
VAR
interesting.
is very weird.
But I did think, even going down, even before Casemiro's red, Chelsea held their own,
Yeah, they did.
and that
This
tells me United are not very good.
no, because you'd hope that with 10 men in the rain, that's
I
and
got
the
a
way they
follow up
play in their
question.
formation. Yeah,
I got a follow up question. How much longer do you think Amorim is staying in that position?
the thing is, right? Unfortunately for Man United, is like because they won this game. I think he has at
It buys him. It
least
buys him. Yep.
it
Yep.
buys them a tad bit more time, which is really unfortunate because I think if they lost this game with 10, even if they drew this game, I think he's gone. I'm not gonna lie because
I don't think they fire him until at least right before AFCON.
ooh,
Let me
I
tell
don't
you
know
why I
about
say
that.
that because I think if you're gonna fire a guy like that, you want to bring in somebody to give them opportunity and time, or somewhere in between where there's or I think in January or something like that. Now I heard that there's like a 2 week Champions League break or something like that or whatever it
No
is, a
international break. There's a
international
some
break.
kind of
So
break.
what?
Yeah, some kind of break in the middle of
Yeah,
in the
so I
middle of the
think
season.
if he was to go, it would be then, right? It would be a situation
Yeah.
where if they keep winning one game, losing one, drawing one, things like
That
that,
poor guy's never gonna cut his hair.
he's not going anywhere because he's doing just enough to keep him on the job.
Yeah.
But if they go, if
Unfortunately for them, they keep winning games.
oh
But
no, this is great for them. As much as I have a lot of friends that are United fans, I also enjoy them being miserable right now.
oh yeah. Actually,
So
that is true. That is very true.
so removing Amarin means they might have some type
They
of
might
joy.
solve the problem. Yeah, yeah. That's
So
true.
why do that?
Fortunately for them, they're winning. It's very good. It's very good.
Because
It's
even
incredible.
he said he's not as a coach. If something's not working out, I'm not changing my tactic. I'm like, oh, great.
Ah,
That's a way
brilliant.
to go. Yeah, that's a way to go. Anyway,
But
I did think it was interesting. I think the Chelsea coach would look back and even if he doesn't admit it in public, he'll admit to himself he fumbled.
oh yeah,
He could have at least got away with a draw in that game at the minimum.
yes.
If he kept Neto in that game, I think they make magic happen. But
And then Cole Palmer, he also got injured. Very
yeah,
interesting. I saw it.
so
20
apparently
minutes
I
in.
heard that he was already injured before the game, and he
Yeah,
wanted
I don't know.
to give it a go.
It's really weird. I don't know why they would do that.
No, I
There's no
think
need. There's no need to
as
force
an
him.
athlete, even yourself when you played or when your season coming up now, even if you have a nick and something hurts, you still want to play.
Yeah, I know, but I don't see. The thing is, I don't know what the injury is because depending on the injury too.
Yeah, well, from what I heard
Because
that
like if it's
he
a
had picked up something in practice and he was trying to play
ooh,
his way through it, and I guess it just didn't work. You know, but
yeah,
I do give him respect for even trying because
yeah,
I know it sucks. Nobody wants to go sit on the bench, man. Like
nah,
even when I was playing, man, when I played for a club, yes, I'm hurt. Yes, can I run? No. Can I run fast? Absolutely not. Do I want to sit on the bench? No.
nah. You don't want us on the bench.
No, like if I can walk, then I can probably try to play. So
Yeah,
and it's just like the one that happened with Saliba a couple weeks back too, where he picked up a nick before the like the day before the game or something like that, and he still tried to go, and he just didn't. It just wasn't
nah,
good. So it's one of those things. I don't fault Cole. For that, I think if they won, we're not talking about this, right? It's like, oh,
yeah,
he's injured, he comes back. But because of the way everything happened and the red card, it made it a little more difficult. But
yeah.
I don't know what it is about Pep disciples. Maresca, Arteta. I don't know what it is
Yes.
that's going on with them, but sometimes keeping it simple just works.
Yeah. That'd
So
be great. To be honest, that'd be brilliant.
keeping it simple
Mm.
just works, But yeah, that was. I
I
enjoyed
agree.
I enjoyed that game. Talking about Pep's disciples.
Ah, Mr. Arteta.
Give us your breakdown of the City Arsenal game and your opinion on when you initially. Actually, let's start this way. What was your reaction when you initially saw the lineup?
All right. So I saw two things. I saw Marino starting and I saw Trossard starting. And I said, why? Because there's no way we're gonna go into a game. This is probably the first time where, actually no, maybe second time. The Arsenal goes into a game, at least in recent memory, and we're like high favorites, right? We probably gonna dominate the game and do all this. He puts in Trossard, Marino. Marino, man, he was slow on the ball. He was, I don't know, he was meandering on the field. Trossard too, I don't know. He was doing Martinelli stuff from last season, to be honest. He kind of dribble, turn back, pass back, get the ball again, maybe pass in the middle. He gets it back, pass back again. I don't know. It was just very frustrating, to be honest.
Yeah, but
It was frustrating.
yeah,
There's no
I
way
for
we didn't win that game.
me, I remember. So I was outside on the patio
Mm,
doing my schoolwork in the morning when I saw the lineup, and I immediately wanted to throw my phone away
I'm
because
confused.
because I don't understand this double top pivot instead of a double bottom.
It's
Marino is not an attacking midfielder.
yeah.
Marino is not a false nine. He's
He can be a
really not
standing
either.
striker.
What?
He can be a standing striker
I don't even want
if
him
needs
in
must.
striker. And he's not a
Mm,
box to box midfielder.
no.
So, and then you put Zubimendi in there with Rice.
Yeah.
And I think those two work really well.
Yes.
You know what
Zubimendi is really good.
and I think if Arteta can just stop over making
Tinker.
things difficult, stick an offensive attacking midfielder in front of those two players,
Yes.
right? And
That'd be
let
great.
Rice roll up and down the field like he does. I don't know how many lungs that man has
Something
because
crazy.
that man can run and work. Let
Oh yeah.
him be just up and down,
Up
and
and down,
let
up and down.
Zubimendi do what Zubimendi does.
Yeah.
Right? Um, what was the name? Trossard
Ah,
could not run past my mom if he tried.
Nana's pretty
Because
athletic though.
what?
The Nana's pretty athletic though.
No. Well, it
I'm
was
joking. Anyways.
what I mean is
Yeah,
for
he's
any defender, right? A left back, right back, whatever. You're playing a winger, and the first time he takes you on, you realize quickly that you're faster
I
than
got him.
him. Yeah,
I got him.
game's over.
And he was on
And
the field for so long.
Trossard never figured it out. Never.
No.
Madueke played great,
Yeah.
but
Unfortunately,
I did not think that was a Madueke game. Actually,
no.
I actually thought because when I saw that Saka was playing, I didn't think Saka either. I was thinking somewhere along the lines of like, you know, I didn't think that was a perfect Madueke game because the way City always played, but I felt he'll start and then Saka comes on, which happened.
Yeah, which
But then
happened.
I also thought it would be a Madueke, Jokeres, and Martinelli.
That's what I thought.
And
That's what
then
100% I thought.
with Eze coming down in the middle, or what's the other kid's in there, 22?
Ethan Waneri.
Eighth in one area. Either one of
Yeah,
those.
I have a gripe. I don't know why Arteta doesn't play Waneri enough. I swear, like you feel like there's something wrong with him. I don't get it. It's really
No, I think
confusing.
he's over complicating things. I think that's what it is. For
Yeah,
look at that pass. Like my problem in that game was we kept trying to break them down, go back to the
yeah,
side, push back, come back in. It's obvious when they scored, and I think we'll
you're gonna
talk
sit
more
back.
about this when they scored. And I've never seen this happen.
Never.
Pep was gonna sit back and fight and run away with a 1-0 win because he knows the team was not
Yeah.
anywhere near. I'm sure Pep was shocked when he saw Arsenal's lineup
Oh yeah.
because I don't know what Trossard said to Arteta before the game. I don't know what he got on him.
Just like
That
steal a
was
bunch of
not a
cash.
Trossard game. You want to put Trossard
No.
in? Put Trossard in playing like teams like Brighton. Put Trossard
Yeah.
in playing teams like Sunderland, right? Teams that, they're going to pretend they're really good. They're going to try to come after you, but then, you have a guy like that who can cut back, blah, blah, blah. I
Yeah.
thought City left back and right back needed, what Madwicke was doing on one side. Clearly, Martinelli hurt everybody, and he's tired of y'all talking about him.
Oh yeah.
Because in the last 3 games, he's been
I
putting
don't
on the
know.
show.
I don't know what he's been on. Yeah, he's.
He is mad, and I love me a mad player. Yes,
Oh
go
yeah.
ahead, be upset. He didn't even celebrate when he scored that. Well, no, that was the last. That was a
Yeah.
goal the game before.
Yeah.
But I thought he would have been a perfect player for that game. Put
Yes.
the pressure on the right and left backs.
They don't even have fullbacks. They're just midfielders.
Yeah, because in the second half they kept bringing on. I think they bring on what,
Just,
three more center backs. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
yeah, it's
But
crazy.
until and here's the domino effect of that. Until Arteta can simplify the game, right?
Yeah.
Until he can simplify, Odegaard's going to be back, fine. Chuck Martinelli on the right or Izzy, I don't care.
Yeah.
Either one of those, rotate them. Madueke or Izzy or Saka on the other side. It doesn't matter to
Yeah.
me, right? Matter of fact, bring in what's his name, our club captain, Odegaard.
Yeah.
And rotate stuff. Allow instead of just trying to play the wing and coming back, trying to play the wing and coming back, go direct.
Yeah.
You have a center back that loves just
Strike.
chuck the ball up. Let me go bang
Oh yeah.
bodies. Why are we not doing that?
No
We're not
idea.
crossing. We're not crossing enough.
No.
There were a
Just leaving
few
him out to
times.
dry, to be honest.
What?
Just leaving him out to dry.
There were a few times in that game that I felt, especially on the right hand, where Madueke got some space. And then
Yeah.
there was somebody that came in. I think it was Zubimendi that collected the ball from him. I expected, just like in preseason, where he
Just across
whipped
it
that
in.
ball first time. Nope. And then he went all the way back, and I was baffled.
I think Arteta coached him out of it. That's probably what it is.
No, no. Here's
Because
what I think the problem is. I think in film room, because you can tell when players are thinking and when they're playing freely.
yeah.
I think when they're watching film and tactics, I think Arteta is making this way too complicated.
Oh yeah.
I think he's
100%.
making it too complicated, and they just need to simplify the game. Just
Simplify the game.
if you go right, left, and there's nothing there, go over the top. Go over
Yeah.
the top. Like look at you have wingers that could run.
Yeah.
Go over the
That's how we
top.
score.
Switch. And my other problem with Arsenal right now is they don't do enough switches. We saw a glimpse of that at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Switch the ball. If one side instead of pass, switch the ball quickly. The ball is
Yeah.
not moving fast enough for Arsenal. And that's going to be a
No.
problem because we're going to face a lot more teams that's going to play five in the back.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So, what
Like,
would your advice for Sir doing too much Arteta is?
ah, man. One thing I would, yeah, whatever, what you said pretty much, just make it simple. I swear, if at least I don't know, they call me they say armchair coach, right? Something like that. Yo, I remember I was on FIFA after the game. trying to like just figure it out pretty much and vent my anger because man, it was painful to watch to be honest. Because I don't know. I think we just need a. And then the wingers, they kind of we're gonna condense the field too much. I think that's what it is. It's like a wing, like Madueke, he does a good job of staying wide, but I think the left winger they come from too almost too far in a way.
No,
Almost,
I think that's by design. I think what Arteta is trying to do is have the left wing because both of our left wingers or everybody playing left wing loves to drift inside, and then have
yeah,
the fullbacks overlap. So kind of
yeah,
creating because I think Calafiori on that side is really good, is overlapping. But
yeah,
the problem is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is insanity. The problem is
yeah,
when when you have a left back or left winger that can cut inside, he cuts inside the first time, nothing, and then pushes it back. Cuts inside the second time, nothing, and pushes it back. There is a fullback overlapping. There's been several times in that game I'm like, just
just yeah,
give it go or
and get a
something. Let
catch in
him
the
put it in
box.
the box. And we just couldn't figure out how to do that. And the fullbacks
Although,
for
what I
yeah,
would say, in fairness to Man City, they were pretty good defensively. That's that's surprising
I
surprising to
think we
me.
made it easier for them.
We made them look a little bit good, but they were decent. It's better than what I've seen this season.
No, I because we've seen City play how many games now? 4 games,
Yeah,
and they've not looked good in any of them really in the
yeah.
league. And what I expected Arsenal to do was put pressure on them, pressure
Yeah,
on the
it
wings.
felt a little bit dead from the beginning.
Yeah, that's all the team. I'm telling you right now. You can tell. Let me give you an example. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when Arteta came in, when we played mad ball in the first
Oh
half,
yes.
just play, roll out the ball, and say, guys, go ball. Don't worry
Oh
about,
yeah.
just go play. When players start thinking too much, it slows down. They're apprehensive. The stadium gets apprehensive because the stadium can see it. You're thinking too much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that pass. If Eze thought about it for 2 more seconds, it doesn't
Outside.
work.
Yeah.
He
It
lifted
was
his eyes up, saw him, and
and played it
that ball wasn't
immediately.
even hit hard. It was.
No.
I
Just
saw the replay of it on Arsenal's IG. That ball, man,
yeah.
that man hit that ball so soft,
Oh yeah.
so
It's perfect.
perfect.
It's
That's
perfect.
what we need. We need an Eze on the field. We need Eze who has something to prove. A Martinelli who is looking to beat the
Um
world right now.
yeah, he's
And a Saka who's
man
looking
on
to
fire.
reestablish himself. Arteta needs to stop messing around at this point. We need to
Oh yeah.
get Jokeris can score if you put the ball where he needs it. And I still think they haven't figured out how Jokeris plays. That's
No.
the other problem.
It's
I don't think we've figured it out yet.
no. I feel like in my opinion, I think the profile, I think it's just a little bit off. You know what I mean? With like how it doesn't really align. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know, because for example, when Man City brought in Holland, right? It was they said, oh, it doesn't fit. But in the way Man City played, they almost like passed it into the net in a way, right? But Holland, he's pretty good at that, finding the right spaces. I feel like that matched better. The way Arsenal play, we play a
Yeah,
little bit more triangle stuff. That's what I think.
I think once we get away from this back pass deal, I think it would
Yeah.
work. I also think, unpopular opinion, I also think Jokeris is not in shape.
No, yeah, he does look a little bit
I
odd.
think he
You know what I
looks a
mean?
little heavy.
Yeah.
He looks a little pudgy, in my opinion. Look at me talking. He looks a little pudgy, and I think he will play his way into being in shape.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is the Arteta has to relax on the tactics and let the boys just play ball.
Yeah.
I get it defensively, we need to be strong, which I'm not too worried about. Offensively, when you're too predictable, it becomes easier for the other team to play defense. So
100%.
that's what Arteta needs to do. We need to
Just change it up, pretty
simplify
much.
it.
Just
Simplify it.
let
Anyway,
go.
I'm gonna go ahead and switch it up, and we're gonna talk about the other
Ah,
team. And I want you to tell me what is going on with City and their Haram ball.
all right. Never in my 15 and a half years of life have I seen Man City play Haram ball like this. It's something else. Man City, at one point they had like seven at the back, I swear. It was, they were bringing on Ake. I think Stones came on. It was, oh man. It was something to behold. That's what I'd say. It was
Essentially,
something
every center
else.
back they had on the bench came on.
On the bench came on. Which is something like, it's like, and they brought off Holland, which that one really confused me when they took
Well,
Holland off.
Pep said he's
Because,
carrying a back injury.
okay, that makes sense.
So
But I think also what I would say is that what's his name? Jeremy Doku, he was really good, in my opinion. He was man, I swear every time he got the ball, I was worried because he would pick
Doku
up
was
the
cooking. He was cooking.
yeah. He would pick up the ball, he beat somebody, dribble past a couple people, and draw a foul. And it's just like he like brought them up the field so many times. And he almost scored, I think, took on was it Saliba? Saliba was looking a little bit shaky. I think Saliba is not 100%. That's what
I
I'm
didn't
thinking.
think Saliba should have played that game.
Nah, I was really yeah, that's another thing I remember. Like, oh, why is Mascara not playing? I feel like you should have rewarded him with playing. But hey, whatever. Uh, and then also, I would say Donnarumma was pretty good. He made a lot of saves.
Oh,
Donnarumma, it gave me flashbacks to the PSG.
you know what I find interesting because I
It's
remember
terribly.
when Arsenal played a little defensively, a little funny game. Everybody was like, "Oh, the dark arts." I don't hear
Yeah, then
anybody.
it
Could
meant
you imagine if Arsenal
exactly.
played like City played? What would happen?
We got crucified when we did it last year. You're like, oh
Exactly.
man, look at these guys playing all five at the back and all that. And then when I see
But
Man City does it, oh, tactical genius, huh?
which I think it's interesting because City was playing to draw, not to lose, and Arsenal was trying to
Well, I mean,
win.
they're already in the lead. They're already in the lead. So I guess they're just protecting their lead at that point. But
Yeah, but
it was cheap goal too. I don't know what was going on in that goal. It was like it was very
I think the
odd.
ball was just bouncing around, and it just happened to fall with them, and Arsenal was wrong footed. I don't think in that first half, even though we didn't really play well, I still think we outplayed City.
Yeah, we all played them
But
the entire game. But it is
hey,
what it
it
is.
happens. It always happens to Arsenal where we're on the front foot, we're not scoring, and then boom, the other team gets one chance, and
And score, of course.
and they go around and they score. But it is what it
Hey,
is. Lessons
hey,
learned.
but now we can actually like come back somewhat.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the great part
before
about it
before
now.
before you found a way to lose like 2-1 or something to like Bournemouth,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
It was painful. But
All
hey,
right.
it's what it
Well,
is.
moving on to our next topic here,
So next topic.
and which is interesting because I'm just like I didn't think it was gonna win, but he finally did it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Ballon D'Dembele.
whew.
And the best part about that is, wait, I got it right here.
Yay! Give me over there.
That was
Eh,
a good one. That was a good one.
well
Anyway,
deserved. Well deserved.
break it
In my
down for me,
opinion, at
bro.
least. Ousmane Dembele, man. I saw an interview about from Luis Enrique, the PSG coach. He said, whatever Ousmane Dembele ate at Christmas, it was something. Because man, from Christmas on, Dembele, he was awesome. Scoring goals, he's pressing. There's like all I see videos of him. With that pressing style thing. I don't know if you've seen that before, but
Yeah,
whatever. The pressing thing, his effort, his desire. You know, he was this guy at Barcelona that was just always injured. His hamstrings were like paper, I guess. He's always injured.
it's just
I
like people.
I don't care. I don't remember. I can't tell how many times he got injured. But ever since he moved to PSG, back home, composed player. He's awesome all season. But I think he deserves it. But one thing I would say this, Rafinha, he got fifth place. which is the most diabolical thing I've ever seen in my life. I have no idea how. He had statistically one of the best seasons. Like statistically, he had the best season this year. But yeah,
You know who else? And I'm not trying to play favoritism. I think he came in like 14th place. Was Jokeris
it's too
statistically?
high. That's kind of
So
high.
what?
It's kind of high. Gyökeres, he's in Portugal.
I it doesn't matter. You know what I've been saying
Nah,
to you? I've been saying to you
I
this.
know, I
I
know,
don't
I
care
know,
if
I
you
know.
play five stones and six bricks, right? If you can score against them, you put his numbers, the amount of goals he scored, right?
Yeah,
And so if you're saying that he played in Portugal, he won striker of the year.
yeah,
So how does a person that wins striker of the year, who arguably has better numbers than almost everybody in front of him, how
yeah.
does he only get 14th place?
I think I think it's just because he's in Portugal. I
It's
think that's
because they
the
don't
reason why.
respect the league.
Yeah, they don't respect it. That's why. Like he didn't even win top scorer or whatever. Because like you know this one weird thing. Also, I have a gripe about this. One weird thing UEFA does where they count the goals different values. Like I think Gyökeres, his goals were worth 0.75 or something crazy like that. In Port, something weird, but whatever.
Yeah,
Also, I think
I don't understand them.
well, whatever. UEFA is corrupt or something. It's whatever. I think what else? Lamine Yamal, man. I think he won the Copa Award, right? Something like that. And he won the Young Player of the Year, which
I
if he
think it's
didn't,
like the
then
third one, second one, third one in a row, something like that.
second one. I think it's second one. It's crazy. But and then what else was there? That was the women's team. They won Team of the Year. That was really nice. Happy for them.
Yeah,
They won the
yeah.
Champions League. So then we can do it.
That was a good shout. The women's team. That was a
Oh
good
yeah,
shout. Yeah.
yeah. That was really
But
nice.
for them, like you mentioned, for Dembele, I'm just happy because man, that man went through it.
Yeah,
That man went through it. It's just injury after injury after injury. And I think that is why it's so important to go to a team that have proper. And I'm not saying Barcelona don't have good physios and things like that, but and I think that's what's plaguing Arsenal right now
the
too.
bad thing about Barcelona is the
Sometimes
finances.
when there's just too much going on in training, it's
Yeah,
overuse. It's gonna be the overuse. Overuse is the biggest problem right now with athletes. You're gonna get hurt.
yeah,
You will get hurt. It doesn't matter what you do, you will get hurt. But I'm glad, and I think their head coach in PSG knows how to manage them. Is a really good man
yeah,
manager. There's some coaches that are really good tactical coaches. There's some coaches that are man managers, and then there are some coaches that understand how to place team and the man in a silo that works. And
yeah,
the Louis, sorry.
yeah. I say yes. I'm agreeing with you.
So, but I'm happy for him. I saw his speech. It was an emotional one. I was all
Yeah.
crying, crying, crying. But
Dude,
that's
I would
cool.
too.
That's
I
cool.
want a Ballon d'Or. See that
Yeah,
golden ball with the diamond. Whew.
yeah. It's very
Imagine
nice.
one of those in my
Very,
room.
it's very nice. All right. Moving on here. Let's round it up here with what's coming up soon. The Champions League rundown.
Oh, the Champions League.
Give
We
me
got
your
done. Thank goodness.
two or three must watch games this next
Oof. Next one. Oh my goodness. I wasn't prepared for this. I was doing a run. I thought it was a rundown of the last one. I think the next one's a couple
I
weeks
mean
from
we
now.
can do the rundown of the last one, but in a sense the next one's literally coming up. No?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Let me see. Champions League. Let's see. Mm. Ah. Mm. All these games look kind of a couple of freebies here. Ooh, Chelsea, Barcelona. Oh, no. Barcelona versus PSG.
That's gonna
Oosh,
be a good one.
interesting game. That's gonna be a really good game. See, oof, Dortmund against Athletic. These are some freebies here, though. Man, I swear, there's something wrong with UEFA. It's because some of these games, I don't know, it's really weird. I think the league system is a little bit, it's different.
I like it. I like it.
I don't know. I like the groups. There's no way I don't think I ever saw, did I see Arsenal win and do it a group? One
Yeah.
year. I only saw Arsenal in the group stage one year in my lifetime. something else.
I
But
like it. I
it's what
like it
it
right
is.
now.
It's okay. I think the games, but they added 2 games. I think if it was still 6 games, it'd be okay. But they added 2 more games into January, which I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that part of it, but yeah.
Yeah,
All right, give me
it's
one
okay.
more game. One more game that you're interested in.
Ooh, I think was it Galatasaray versus Liverpool in Turkey. Oh, yo. In that club, Galatasaray,
That's a sneaky. I don't
that's
like
a
that you
sneaky
said
game.
that. That's a sneaky good game.
In Turkey too. Them Tur- I went to I don't know, should I be saying this? It's in Turkey. I went to Turkey on vacation this past summer, and man, them stadiums.
Humble
Yeah,
flex.
all
Go ahead.
right, all right, all right, all right,
Humble flex.
all right, all right. Those them stadiums, they're big and they're like they're really like they're close to the field too.
Yeah,
It's really like and it gets loud. It gets really loud. I watch some
yeah. I've
games
seen.
in
It
Turkey.
seems like the Turkish fans get pretty intense.
Oh yeah,
So
it's with the ultras and
that's
that.
good. That's a good game to be looking out for. I'll look out for
Yeah.
that game. That's a good
Oh
one.
yeah.
All right, Sip.
Ah.
Since we're touching those, now we will go to the part where I don't know if you have anything right in your gear,
Well,
but
the thing is, right? This is gonna be a fast grind in my gear, right? The only thing that's grinding my gear right now is Chelsea Football Club, to be honest. And their management and stuff. Robert Sanchez, throw him in the bin. Enzo Maresca's tactics, throw that also in the bin. That's all I have.
all right. I got a
You know,
little
it's,
something.
oh,
I
yeah,
got a little
something.
something today.
Ooh,
Let me tell you something. I know that people love to talk about the Arsenal team, and
yeah,
I know that pundits love to talk about the Arsenal team. At this point, I want some smoke with Troy Deeney.
Troy Deeney.
This
What did Troy
man,
Deeney say?
he is so infatuated with this Arsenal team that I know when he played, he's always talked about how he hated playing Arsenal, and he's always talked. He's carried it to retirement, and it's not just him. Like what we talked about earlier about how could you imagine if Arsenal played the type of park the bus? Matter of fact, sorry,
Yeah.
not even park the bus, park the private jet
Oh yeah.
that
100%.
that City did.
Needs must.
Could you imagine the level of banter that would be going on right now? People would be losing their mind. And I am at this point. I think it's fashionable to talk about Arsenal and bash them and this and that. I'm tired of it. It's getting old. It's
Yeah, it's
getting
getting a
old.
little bit annoying.
How you
Especially
complain
Chelsea
about
fans.
a
Especially
team
Chelsea
that in
fans.
the first 4 or 5 games they have City, Liverpool. Who else we got? How you complain? How you complain about a team like that? And the only game they lost is against Liverpool in a well placed, perfect. You know,
Perfect free kick.
9 out of 10 times you're not catching that free kick kind of thing. That's the only
Oh yeah.
game. That's the only
Yeah,
game
we
they
lost.
lost. Granted, we have not even played. I don't even think Arsenal have played 75% well,
Nah.
but we've managed to draw against the 6-time champions. Right? Yes, they're not
Yeah.
playing well right now. We could have won that game, and then we lost a 1-0 game, which I think we actually played better
Yeah.
to a
100%.
Liverpool team that just barely escaped. And people are whining and moaning. I am so tired.
Yeah.
Everybody shut up. Shut their mouth. It's tiring. For Christ's sake. Let the team go. And you know what? You know what else got me again? Arsenal fans.
What?
Arsenal
Oh
fans.
yeah.
People like AFTV, all this garbage people. Shut.
Your gears have been grinded, huh? Been grinded.
I don't normally like comment on people's like posts on Instagram because social media is useless and it's
No, but
not real life.
AFTV has to go at this point. No, it's getting
It's not
ridiculous.
real life, but it's just it's so the
They have to go.
toxicity in the fans and the pundits. It's ridiculous towards Arsenal, and I'm tired of it. And I think we need to do something about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got today. And before I go,
And ladies and gentlemen, that was grinding our gears from Uncle.
that's grinding my gears. That's what's grinding our gears today. I do want to give a special shout out to a really dope kid that I'm
Ah,
looking to, hopefully try to help get to the next level. Playing number 3 for Classical High School's football player, American football player, goes by Noah Thamid Mashud. Currently, the number 1 running back and statistically in Rhode Island right now, and tied for 1 in touchdowns as well. This is this
oof,
kid's first time putting on pads.
oof.
First time playing organized football. And he is absolutely cooking. His last
Ah,
game, he had 211 yards and 2 tubs. Boy is cooking. I had asked him to send me some of his highlights. Oof,
he's
oof.
nice. He's
I saw
nice.
him run some kid over, and that kid did a like backflip. It's ridiculous. I'll share it with you. And I'll send it to your
Well,
text
okay,
message.
okay,
But
okay,
wanted what?
okay, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to give him a shout
Sounds
out for
good. Sounds
somebody
good.
who is his first time, putting on football cleats and helmets, playing varsity, running back 1, cooking, leading the state in rushes right now. Absolutely phenomenal. Just wanted to give him a shout out here. And wanted to give a shout out to all our fans. Really
Oh
appreciate the
yes,
support, the
we
love.
appreciate all of you.
Again, like, subscribe, comment, send us your text
Share.
messages, share our content. We really appreciate it. We'll keep trying to be more consistent with the content and pushing out more short content as well. Again, please like, subscribe, share.
Share.
Follow us on at Sib and Ong Pod on Instagram, and then also follow us on YouTube at Sibin Ong Podcast. Subscribe, hit the bell, so that you can be notified when we post. We usually like to put up our podcast Tuesdays at 12 Eastern Time on all
Mm.
platforms. Again, like, subscribe,
Like, subscribe, share, review.
share. Let us know what your opinions are. If you think we're being homers, if you don't like what we talk about, feel free. And if you want to be on the show, let us know. Reach
Oh
out.
yes,
We're more than happy to debate you on
invite some
your merits
guests.
of your club. Um, as I said, we'll do that, and I will just sit
We need
back
to
and
get a Man
watch.
United fan on here.
Sorry,
We need to get a Man United fan on here.
you winning a Man United fan? I know a couple that I can see if I can bring on. Let me see if I can make that work. Anyway, it's been good, my guy.
Ah, it's been
I've
great.
been, I've what?
It's been
I've
great.
I've enjoyed this one. Our show will be up at. Is Arsenal playing tomorrow?
Oh no, Wednesday.
Wednesday. I need to check it. Anyway,
Playing Port Vale.
Port Vale, yeah. Hopefully all the young kids will get to play. So
Hopefully we don't do a Man United.
anyway, show will be up 12 Eastern Tuesdays. Thank you all. Sib, it's been real. Talk to you later, bro.
Bye
Peace.
bye.